I'm Fire Captain Ken McGowan, and this is your report on conditions.
This week's report on conditions takes us to a 1,600-acre vegetation fire near Corona, and we had a chance to see our new firefighting boat in action.
Engine 1 with report on conditions.
Hi, and welcome to this week's Report on Conditions. I'm Maggie Klein de la Rosa. We're starting off in Lake Paris, where the new Lake Assault boat was showcased.
We're out here at Lake Paris, and we were demonstrating the capabilities of the Riverside County Fire Department's newest firefighting boat. This is going to be housed out of the Blythe Fire Station, out in the Colorado River area between Blythe. There's 77 miles of navigable waterways within the Riverside County Fire Department's jurisdiction. Its primary mission will be providing advanced life support and rescues on the water, as well as it brings a tremendous firefighting capability. So some of the key features of the boat: its ability to deliver over 1,500 gallons a minute of water. There's an intake off the rear of the boat, so we can actually put the boat on a shore, run a 4-inch supply line up to one of the mobile home parks, and we have essentially an unlimited supply of water. It's a mobile and a portable fire hydrant, so wherever we can float the boat, park it on the shore, we can deliver water to apparatus. There's a big deck gun, or a monitor as we'd call it. It's capable of delivering over 1,500 gallons a minute. It's also a rescue platform. What you're looking at the front of the boat is a hydraulic ramp. So we're actually able to lower the ramp into the water, and you can use it two different ways. You can use it as a ladder where the ramp comes all the way down and climb up it. We can actually scuttle the front of the boat and actually dip the bow under the water and use it to scoop, say, the Sheriff's Department rescue divers, injured persons in a Stokes basket. So the technology package on this boat is pretty impressive. So it has both bottom scan as well as side scan sonar. Not only can we see what the shore of the river looks like, we can also look for submerged objects, submerged victims. It does have an onboard radar station. It paints a picture of what the bank and the river is looking like. On the top of the mast, you have what's called a FLIR, so it's a forward-looking infrared. It picks up the difference between hot and cold, and it displays it on a picture on the glass cockpit. The glare reflecting off the water oftentimes makes it difficult to pick objects up. With that forward-looking infrared, we can adjust the image so that we're seeing just clear as day. We intentionally spec'd this boat and outfitted it the way that we did, thinking of the future and what the river's going to look like in the next 20 or so years as development continues to push out towards the desert and the river is just becoming more and more popular.
Last week, from July 15th through July 21st, the department responded to a total of 4,077 calls for service. This included 3,118 medical emergencies and 139 fire-related calls. Let's check out a few highlighted incidents. On Monday, July 15th, fire engines were dispatched to a reported house on fire in the 20 block of Overland Court in the city of Palm Desert. The first arriving engine company officer reported a single-story, single-family dwelling with a fully involved garage fire that was an immediate threat to the structure. Firefighters were able to keep the fire contained to the garage, where 2 vehicles were destroyed. There were no injuries reported. On Wednesday, July 17th, firefighters responded to a fire reported in the 35,400 block of Corte Los Robles in the community of Winchester. The first unit to arrive on scene reported a travel trailer fully involved with fire with an exposure to the nearby structure. Quick action from the firefighters had the fire contained to the travel trailer, which was destroyed in about 30 minutes. The garage of the structure, as well as a vehicle parked inside, sustained damage. One civilian was treated for a minor injury, but declined transportation to the hospital. Fire resources remained on scene for about 2 hours, working on overhaul and mop-up. On Sunday, July 21st at around 2 p.m., firefighters responded to multiple 911 calls of a vegetation fire near the intersection of Cajalco Road and Eagle Canyon Road in the unincorporated area of El Cerrito, east of Corona. The first on-scene units reported 3 acres burning in light, flashy fuels, moving at a dangerous rate of spread. Multiple additional resources, including engines, water tenders, and bulldozers, were immediately requested. Cajalco Road was closed by law enforcement for fire engine access. Due to an immediate structure threat, evacuation orders were put in place for several neighborhoods, while several others were put under evacuation warning. Due to the very dry grasses, the fire spread quickly and was 450 acres by 5 p.m. At 8 p.m., firefighters were able to stop the forward spread of the fire and gain 25% containment, but continued to work through the night to extinguish the fire, and the evacuation orders were reduced to evacuation warnings. As of 11 a.m. on Monday, July 22nd, the fire had burned 1,609 acres and was 65% contained, enabling evacuation warnings to be lifted and Cajalco Road to be reopened. As of this filming, the fire is 98% contained while crews continue to work on suppression repair. On Sunday evening, July 21st, firefighters responded to a reported traffic collision near the intersection of Cesar Chavez Street and Avenue 54 in the city of Coachella. The first on-scene engine reported a solo vehicle on its side with a party trapped. With quick work from firefighters, they were able to free the trapped person in less than 10 minutes. The patient was transported to a local area hospital by ambulance for further treatment of moderate injuries. Electricity is a vital part of our everyday lives. We use it to light our homes, to cook food for our families, and to make life more comfortable and easier for all of us. We all know that electricity can be dangerous when used improperly. Here's a few simple tips to ensure we are all being safe when it comes to electricity. Don't overload outlets. Plug in only one high wattage appliance per outlet. Be sure to inspect your cords regularly for damage or fraying. Stop using and replace damaged cords immediately. Only use extension cords as a temporary solution, not as permanent wiring. Don't run them under carpets or through doorways as they can be a tripping hazard. Unplug appliances like toasters when not in use. Keep them far away from water to avoid electrocution hazards. Finally, have a professional licensed electrician do any electrical work on your home. Avoid DIY electrical projects or repairs. Help protect your family and community by practicing these sensible steps to safety. That's it for this week's Report on Conditions. Follow your firefighters in action on our social media at CalFireRRU and stay up to date on incidents happening countywide. If you caught any great footage of our firefighters at work or out in the community, send them to us at rrupio@fire.ca.gov. On behalf of your Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau, I'm Maggie Klein de la Rosa. Thanks for watching.